Thank you for purchasing a copy of my security surveillance camera pretest setup. Let's get started. You need the following to perform this pretest: a 24-volt camera, a lens, and a transformer. You need wire strippers, crimping tool, T-strippers, or 6-inch long nose wire cutters. You also need a Phillips screwdriver, 2 BNCs, 1 RCA adapter, and 4 feet of RG59U cable. Here is the 24-volt indoor security surveillance camera. We will be using this camera for our pretest setup. Here's the rear view of the camera, showing positions 1 and 2 and the video out. We will plug up the power for the 1 and 2 position, and the BNC will go to the video out position. Next, we have our lens with cable connected. This is a 3.5 8mm lens. Take the lens and screw it onto the front of the camera, as you see here. Take the cable from the lens and plug it into the side of the camera. Here we have our 24-volt transformer for our 24-volt camera. Here we have the Ideal Strip Master tool, RG58 coax. We're going to use this tool to strip off the outer and inner insulation from the RG59U cable on both ends. Here we have the Ideal number 30-582 crimping tool. We're going to use this tool to crimp the sleeve onto the BNC once we install the BNC onto the RG59U cable on both ends. Here we have the Ideal T-stripper tool. We're going to use this tool to strip off the outer insulation from the power portion of the RG59U cable on both ends. You can also use 6-inch long nose wire cutters to perform the same task as the T-strippers. You have your Phillips screwdriver. We're going to use the screwdriver to terminate the power to the camera, positions 1 and 2, and terminate the power to the transformer. Here we have our BNC and our crimping sleeve. You're going to slide your crimp sleeve over your coax portion of your cable on both ends. Here is your RG59U cable, or also known as the Siamese zip cable. Peel back your cable, separating the power from the coax. Slide your crimp sleeve onto the coax portion of your cable on both ends. Next, take your T-stripper and strip off the outer insulation from the power portion of the cable. You can also use the 6-inch long nose wire cutters to perform the same task. You should see a black and red cable underneath the outer insulation. Take the red cable and with your T-stripper strip off the outer insulation, exposing the conductor underneath. Or use your 6-inch long nose wire cutters and perform the same task as you see here. Next, take the T-strippers and strip off the outer insulation off the black lead. you should see the inner conductor, or use your 6-inch long nose wire cutters and perform the same task. Next, take the red lead and slide it on the screw on your transformer. Take your Phillips screwdriver and tighten it down. Next, take the black lead from the same end of the cable and put it on the opposite screw and tighten it down with your screwdriver. It should look like this. Next, take your wire stripper and strip off the outer insulation from the coax portion of your cable on both ends, exposing the braided conductor underneath. Take your fingers and peel back the braided conductor, exposing the white foam insulation underneath, as you see here. Next, take your wire stripper and strip off the white foam insulation, exposing the center conductor. And then take the center conductor and insert it into the hole on your BNC, as you see here. Then slide your sleeve up over the braided conductor onto your BNC. It should look like this. Next, take your crimping tool and position the BNC in the second slot and begin to crimp down until the tool releases. You want to perform this on both ends of your cable. Next, take the red lead from the opposite end of your cable and attach it to position 1 on the back of your camera using your Phillips screwdriver. Then take the black lead and attach it to position 2 using your Phillips screwdriver. Then you want to take your BNC and connect it to the video out portion of your camera. It should look like this. Now you have your lens attached to the camera and your cable is attached to your camera, and the opposite end is attached to your transformer. Now you are ready to test your camera. Plug in the transformer to the outlet or your surge protector. If you only have an RCA input on your monitor or TV, use your RCA adapter by attaching it to your BNC. See the next illustration. This illustration is showing the RCA adapter being inserted into the BNC. Once this is done, take the RCA adapter and plug it into your video input on your monitor or TV. Plug in the RCA adapter to your monitor or TV. If you can see your camera image, then the camera is good out the box. You are now ready to install your camera. These procedures were designed to save you time. If there's any questions or comments, send an email to alanmoody@netscape.net. That's alanmoody@netscape.net. Thank you.